Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa Musi at vanessamusi.com and we're making my favorite paleo brownies today, which you can make at home. Super easy, super simple. It's a great recipe. So let's start. I melted the chocolate over here. I melted coconut oil, refined, so it doesn't taste like coconut. We're going to combine them together. So all you need is a bowl. Add the coconut oil over here, the chocolate. Make sure it's warm. I use a 70% chocolate. You can get paleo chocolate as well. And just combine this together. And meanwhile, we're going to mix eggs and vanilla. I'm making a simple recipe. You can double the recipe. Add your coconut sugar. Whisk. And this time we're going to add 2 different cocos. I like to combine half raw cacao. That's healthier. It's full of nutrients. And I'm going to add half of your choice of Dutch processed cocoa or natural cocoa. That's going to give it more intense flavor, more fat, and it's going to have a nicer color. So we're going to combine those as well. I have almond flour over here. So I'm adding the chocolate and coconut oil mixture to the eggs and coconut sugar. Mix, mix, mix over here. So this recipe is super balanced. It's a great portion of chocolate, cocoa. It's really, really nice. So we're gonna mix all the dry ingredients. Over here we have baking powder, salt, sea salt. Add that to your coconut flour, to your almond flour. We're gonna sift the dry ingredients over here. To get out any lumps of cocoa that have formed. It's really important that you sift. So these brownies are paleo, they're grain-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, and low sugar. Just gonna whisk all that nice and easy. So you can make this into a tart, you can make it into a flourless cake, and it's just a beautiful recipe. You can layer it up. And you can change, we're gonna change our pans. Today we're gonna make different serving size portions. It's an idea I had the other days, just to combine and serve at the table like a plated dessert. So it's really nice and smooth, fudgy, chewy, great recipe. So most brownies, I'm a brownie lover and I've baked brownies since I was 7. And most of these recipes, really, it's just a balance of ingredients. And then we can add our toppings of choice. Once we put them into the container, you can add peanut butter, halva, tahini, hazelnut spread, whatever you want, pistachio butter. So that's a small recipe. I only made half, but you can make a double recipe. So over here, and then we're gonna add some chocolate. You can add pecans, chocolate, and these are our baking containers over here. So the idea I had is you could serve a small individual brownie at the table that's freshly baked. It's still really wet inside, and you can put fruit, toppings. You can make it into s'more, brownies, whatever you want. Any seasonal fruit would be really nice. So let's do a mixture of containers over here. Just pour in, let's do these 2 over here. So I always like to pour with my spatula, and then we're gonna layer it out with your angled spatula. So start with a big container. And so what I've used here are lunch containers, bento boxes you can buy on Amazon. They're really cool. Just make sure you find them stainless steel and the size you want. We're gonna fill them pretty much half to 2/3 full. You don't want to fill it more because it's gonna be a little too fudgy. So you want it to be more chewy, fill them up a little less. So then I'm gonna fill this little guy over here. And the baking time is going to depend on your oven, the container you used, how much you filled it, and you just want to make sure that you're testing it out with a toothpick and it's nice and moist, not dry. So that's a good amount there. So then you can add any toppings you like. So with an angled spatula, I like to just extend it out really nicely so it's spread out evenly. And also another great thing about this recipe that I made the other day is you can make it thinner and then just bake it. It's going to be baked really fast, and then take it out and then cut it into squares, and you can freeze it, and it can be a great topping for any smoothie or whatever you want to add. So it's great to have in the freezer. Take that out. Then we're going to add some chocolate. I like this cashew chocolate from Eating Evolved. So this is kind of more of a milky chocolate. So I'm adding some of that. You can add some pecans. I'm going to save something. Some of the garnishes can be added after baking. So you could add freeze-dried strawberries. You could add fresh strawberries or any seasonal fruit you'd like over here. So this is something you to share. You can share this one over here. If you're adding peanut butter, almond butter, add it before baking and just swirl it in. And we're going to go like this. You could add some sea salt into the oven over here. And here we go. Check it in 15 minutes. Put a timer on 350 Fahrenheit and it'll be done. Chewy and just moist. Hi guys, we're back and the brownies are done. This is the individual portion, so I recommend you serve it like that on the plate. You can take it to the table. We can add some garnishes. You can add freeze-dried bananas on top. You could add some freeze-dried strawberries or raspberries, and you can garnish with cacao nibs. You can add some ice cream on top. You could add any nut butter of choice or seasonal fruit, or goji berries covered with Greek yogurt on top. So that's how you'd serve it. And this little guy I made, you can cut it up in chunks. You can freeze it. You can add it on your toppings for any dessert or whatever you want to use it for. And this is the portion that we're going to cut up for individual sized brownies. It's amazing. It's chewy. The texture is going to be really nice and moist, but chewy on the outside. And the whatever height you want to make it, it's perfect. So there you go. Once you test it, you want to have dry crumbs like this. You don't want to have a wet crumb like that. So this is underbaked. This is just fine. And you don't want to have toothpick that's totally clean, because then it's overcooked. So this is the ideal test. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on Instagram at Chef Vanessa Musi and at vanessamusi.com.